Who you got? Vibers in 2 or 3 or Quackheads in 2 or 3? Let me know as we get ready to go here in the first round. So first possession taken over by Irony Man. Martin also saying earlier in the chat too that Team Frogs is apparently the name of the former Vibers right now. So the former team name Frogs versus Quackheads, Ducks versus Frogs. Gotta love it. You got Frogio on Vibers obviously, so that makes sense. Frogio's been someone who's impressed at the goalkeeping end of things lately. Not able to save that one, though, as Flash Flood goes down to the bottom of the goal. And there's the first 2 for Quackheads.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, Martin hitting us with a lot of info and facts in this stream so far. Appreciate that. Are you by chance looking to become a caster? Just wondering. You got a lot of the info, and definitely we're been looking, especially since with 2-2 not able to do it at the moment. If we can get any kind of EU casters involved, that'd be awesome. Right now, Middleman not quite in the goal for them, so it'll go back out. But yeah, if there are any guys who can do EU games in particular for casting, that would be much welcome. Reach out for sure. But either or, coming through now, Irony Man, Middleman. They're looking for a little bit of a boost to get that one. There's a fast approaching BK, and now taken by Frogio. Can't find the way, though. Now Frogio, nice shield play there. The angel move, talking about Tutu earlier, that's what he would call it. Over here now to the left side of that wall. It will be taken, looks like, by Quackheads. And indeed, Middleman looking up for a pass to that corner. Irony Man goes in right above the hands of the defense. So good pass from one man to another.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Martin saying the ducks literally eat frogs. There you go. Even pulling out the non-Echo related trivia. Gotta love it. But speaking of ducks, here comes Quackheads with a pass to Flash Flood, and there's another 2 points. Middleman assisting here, Flash Flood on that one. So good team play at play for Quackheads. They're another team that I do believe have been around for quite a while, granted under various names. But yeah, Quackheads looking good on the team play. And it looks like with a whopping 100% of the vote is Quackheads in 3, says the polls. So over here, Emil takes a disc, sends it to Ares. Actually, BK will nab it, then try to find Ares, but a little bit off that side. So Ares trying to look for a grab there. You see more boosts coming in from Gob and the Quackheads. Looking for Flash Flood potentially in the barrier. Maybe a rebound. No, Emil slaps that out of there. And now takes it back as well. So Emil briefly had it, but Middleman grabs it. A great stun from BK enables him to recover this disc. It's a nice play by him to cause a turnover, but could not quite get the clear. And now Middleman taking that one away, and then right back looking at the goal, but it is momentarily covered off. Now that pass up to Flash Flood and a stunned goalie. Oh, but no, a good punch. Some more brawls coming out, still recovered by Gob. Yet more brawls. Emil is down there. BK, a lot of players for Vibers just doing some dirty work here. And again, so they are not afraid to punch and punch and punch. But unfortunately for Vibers, despite all the brawling, just Quackheads are really quick on these recoveries, and they're getting back to him first. Right here, Gob. Look, and Flash Flood just snagging it right out of his hands. Couldn't quite make the shot. And give Gob his indirect assist. So a lot of stuns coming out as it's taken back by Middleman over at mid. Emil gets a clear. That's going to go down to the bottom. And see, that's a good coordination there from Quackheads. Notice how they had 3 players in the backfield. They sent just one to the disc and the other 2 to the goal and could not quite make that one. But yeah, that's the coordination I'm talking about with a lot of these experienced teams, these veteran teams, who just have that kind of chemistry and understanding. You'll see a lot of these teams. They know who to send at the disc. They know who to send on defense at the goal when it comes to those clears on their side of the floor. You know, in the past, it would kind of be 50-50, right, where a lot of the times teams weren't that coordinated. And that was including, you know, my team, Eclipse and stuff. We would mess that up all the time in terms of when we're boosting and trying to recover a disc. Who's getting disc? Who's going to goal? It was, you know, it's one of those things that as time has gone on, out of necessity, teams have certainly developed and are very, very good at recognizing now and calling out. So this clear doesn't get quite through there again for Vibers. If there's one thing they're struggling with so far in this match, really, it's just getting those clears and finding those avenues. Because right now their defense has been pretty good. Their brawling has been good. That clear is actually good. So see if they can get some boosts. Of course, a lot of stuns coming out from Quackheads, recognizing that they did have a teammate middleman in the back line, so they were just trying to buy time for him by denying the Vibers stacks. Now there's BK with a great grab, takes a fadeaway shot, little too strong, and roams to the hands of Gobshite. So Gob looking for that clear, but can't get that one either. And another slap out into the mid area. Middleman slings that with some strength, couldn't find the bottom of the goal. More turnovers, kind of possession changes fast here. Neither team with firm control. That's a nice grab and stun by Emil, knocking the disc out of his hands. Ninja Knight saying a little bit earlier in response, casting would be fun, but can't around work. And yeah, that's understandable. I know we all have lives, I guess, except me, because here I am, but that's okay. All right, over to Emil. That's a deep shot that looks fantastic. What an angle to squeeze it through between the barrier and the island to find those points. Great shot from Emil. Now, last season, the preseason, Emil was someone who subbed quite a bit early on. Glad to see him here, you know, on a team and doing some work. That was a great shot. Great shot. Middleman here, though, rolling out for Quackheads. They still have a 6-3 lead. There's 2:20 left in this one. First round, of course. So Irony Man, or Gob rather, trying to collect it here. The other end, Eris contesting. BK gets a clear. And in the back line, though, just actually missing a grab. There was a defender back there, couldn't get it. So maybe surrendering a goal. Oh, couldn't quite handle it. So Emil was almost there, but Quackheads fast on that approach, able to get back on defense, at least enough to force this reset for Vibers. So Emil looking clear across. Too strong of a pass, hard catch certainly from that angle, but a good grab from Emil, but a stun now from Gob. Now taken here by BK, but oh, what a save. Middleman, close range, no time to line that up, but enough time for Emil to recover and collapse on that goal to tie it up at 6 apiece. That was such a good save from Middleman, though. That's one of those, like, look at that. There was very little time. It's not like Middleman was even in the goal established. Like, he was still kind of moving back into it, so barely time to react, but he still managed to do it, and that was just a great grab from him, but still getting back on the scoreboard for their team and tying it up here are Vibers. Quackheads, though, looking to come back on the offense and go right back up by a pair. So an overshot pass will result in some more slap throughs. Taken here by Ares, an immediate clear, and looking for an immediate boost. But some stuns going out will deny that, but luckily the second boost actually coming through for Vibers, and it's Emil again. So that's 3 in a row, I do believe, for him. And that's 8 quick points now for Vibers after the slow start. They take a lead here late. Great job by them. Yeah, Emil with all 8 points, so actually 4 in a row for Emil. So 18 seconds left, and maybe a chance here to do something special for Quackheads. OT, maybe. but not off that lost disc. 9 seconds left. If Emil can recover here and maybe make one more, he does. And Emil absolutely piling the points. All 11 for Team Vibers now. Amazing effort by him and his team there to just come back, force the defensive collapses and clears, and it bought Emil so many goals. So 11-6. Wow. What a run there. I'm going to try and be mindful, so I'm probably a little bit late. I'll run a quick 60-second ad just in case we get the game 3. We don't want ads interrupting the end of the game, so yes. We'll run that real quick for those actually who do not see the ads. I'll read the stats for you. 11 points for Emil. I mean, look at that. 2 saves, 2 steals, 16 stuns. An assist for BK, 2 saves for Emil. Never mind, I already said that, but yeah. 13 stuns for him, and BK Fragio, the 7 stuns. Mentioned he's really capable at the goal, not able to get too many saves yet, but I'm sure that'll change very soon. For Ares, he has the 8 stuns, and then over on Quackheads, you have a Flash Flood with 4 points, 13 stuns, 2 assists, and 3 saves to Middleman. For Gob, it's 1 save, 1 steal, 22 stuns, and Irony Man has the 2 points, save, and 12 stuns. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, launch underway of round 2. First game going to Vibers. Emil, the man right now on fire, looking for a pass to maybe get his teammates involved. And there's Frogio, assisted by BK, getting the first couple points. Vibers way.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
So very nicely done for there. And again, I don't know how many of you actually received that ad, but just ran it during that score screen so we can get like 20 minutes without ads in case this does go to a round 3. Definitely want to be in tune and stay tuned for that one. Right now, Quackheads finding themselves in a position where they kind of need to get some scores on the board because it's been a bit of a drought after an initially good start. It was Vibers catching fire. And there you go, Flash Flood maybe putting out that fire with a flood of water looking good on the shot. It's 2 apiece. Nice passing play. Trying to look for that evasive round 3 this week. There's been an awful lot of games that have been very close to becoming 3-round series, but we've hardly got any. This week in particular, it's been a bit unusual. Because I know towards the end of preseason, there were quite a few in the latter half of preseason that did go to, even though it was play all 3 no matter what, there were quite a few 3-game series towards the latter half of preseason that did unfold that way. But right now in week 2 of season 1, just have not seen a lot of it. Going for that deep shot, and Ares now. So that fire actually beginning to spread maybe to the other teammates here for Emil, because Vibers coming back. I mean, first it was Frogio with the 2-point goal, and now a great shot from Ares on that long 3. Flood Force in the chat saying, I want Quackheads to win second at least. Yeah, for sure. Just from a pure spectator standpoint, you want to see these close games, these 3-round series. That's what you always hope for. Good stun there by Ares. Loosed into the pocket area, and Vibers a chance to go up by even more. Now that's a tight pass that gets just through the hands of Irony Man, who's trying to collapse on that. BK backs it out. That's a good recognition at least on the pass. Maybe a little too strong, but you like to see them going for those back passes. And that one slightly off for Flash Flood as some stuns go out in the back line and actually just makes its way directly back into the Quackhead side. So how about that?
Disc into the hands of blue. Oh, not this time.
Now finding the disc and finding the defense at the very least are Quackheads backing out into the goal and are ready for a potential clear and boost there. You saw players attached on each other but not able to get the clean clear. Right now Frogio slaps it out, knows the defense is kind of impending. And that bounce shot or clear just goes off the wall. Flash Flood takes that good pass down low, but snags it out of there. It was initially, oh, a good clear, but no. So slapping it out on the defense and a punch, but good recovery to buy a goal. Flash flood. It's a 1-point game. It's what you like to see. Still 6.5 remaining in this second round. So off this pass into the tunnel, it's Aries receiving that one, looking for a zipper over to the other side, but just taps the corner of that ramp, the top ramp, so unfortunate, but luckily BK able to grab. Now it's a quick shot. Middleman is playing that lane, as he quite often does, gets the clear after the save. And now on the other side, maybe Quackheads looking for a lead, and there it is. 6-5 for Team Quack.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
So lining up here on this PE joust. Obviously kind of the default now these days for both regions. Launching out that catapult early. Can they find the disc here, though? Emil, one stun. Avoids that one from Gob. Gob is obviously a great brawler. And Emil now, or Aries rather, capitalizing off that pass from Emil to buy themselves a 1-point lead right back. So back and forth here in round 2.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The middleman takes this, launches out here, and taken on the back line actually by Frogio, playing that lane. The clear not quite through, but BK is there, sends it on his way. But another tap out to a turnover. So currently back and forth, last few possessions now. Quackheads looking to take that 1-point lead right back. Kind of a precarious lead for both of these teams, not able to pull away too much in this second round. Pass there. Just missing the hands of Flash Flood, unfortunately. So Aries looking to clear it. Cannot. Irony Man, the good grab. The better pass. But the nice defense. Frogio, I talked about him. Oh, is a backward pass. Not even looking at the goal. Just kind of slinging it backwards. Almost going in. Now one more goes to Middleman. Can't cut that one off, though. Frogio has that sail by him, and Middleman. Goalie on goalie violence. These are the ones you want to watch out for sure. You had a couple passing plays go up to the nest here on an open man. And definitely on defense, you always want to cover this particular lane. Make the offenses work for their goals and approach from the corners. Because if they get those ones directly down middle, like from nest or barrier, those are much more likely to go in. So always want someone protecting those barriers anytime you're on defense. But right here, Quackheads claiming themselves the 1-point lead and finding a chance maybe at expanding that if they can get the disc back. It looks like they cannot. But another slap through towards the goal will be received by Middleman. He can't get it clear either, though, based off of the two players on defense for Vibers kind of impeding his progress. Martin asking if it's EA or WrestleMania. Good question. Yeah, a lot of stuns going out right now, and not a lot of time. You can see even right here. A lot of the times these players are on the disc, there's already a defender within a few feet, and woo, that shot from Gob looking mighty nice. Connecting for 11 points now to 7. So under 3 minutes left, and maybe Quackheads trying to pull away. They at least made it a 2-goal differential now, buying them a little bit of a buffer here. So Flash Flood for Quackheads actually gets it right back, goes to the back line, and getting stunned. More of the aforementioned brawls. And Aries looking for maybe a shot. Oh, Middleman swooping in for the save. Aries thinking he had an open goal, but anytime Middleman is anywhere on the floor, there's always a danger of him just creeping up and saving it from out of nowhere, just like that. So that said, more brawls going out deep in that pocket. And Flash Flood just kind of looking for a teammate to drop it off to. He will get up to actually just a stray pass, gets back to the hands of Frogio. And then off the wall, taking it is BK. So to mid now, good passing plays. Going for that ramp shot. Could it be? No, because the other man, Irony Man, is there to snag it out of the air. You can see the impending stack there. Flash Flood and Middleman just waiting for the clear before the boost. So again, good team play, good coordination, but nice stuns from Emil. Now they have one at goal. It's Frogio, capable goalie for sure, but right now, looking like a play maybe unfolding as actually loose disc gets to the tunnel. So Middleman takes that back, looks for the passing play, and see what they do on offense here again. They were looking like they're going for that bottom of the floor play that you see sometimes. But right now, just opting to play it pretty slow. So Middleman taking this away. We got the backboard play cut off nicely, and the pass just missing. So Flash Flood takes that. Oh, good delivery, but Gob was actually stunned out, it looked like, so could not quite grab the disc in time. Luckily, they still retain. There's Flash Flood from a tight corner, and there you go. That's what I was talking about earlier when I'm saying that you want offenses to approach from that corner. It makes it much harder to get a good angle on the shot, and yeah, so well played on the defensive end there for Vibers, but unfortunately for them, they're still down by 4 points and only 32 seconds left in this second round. So we're looking like we're about to hit that very elusive round 3 unless a quick shot comes out right now. So here goes for Vibers, looking up high, going down low, but can't find the goal, and that will seal it for the second round. So it'll be Quackheads coming up ahead in this round no matter what, forcing a round 3. 5 seconds to maybe make one more play, get one more score, but that'll be denied without too much of an issue. And so concludes round 2. Quackheads taking that one, 11 points to 7 for Vibers. So as we make our way to the score screen here, it will be Flash Flood just draining a lot of shots tonight. 10 points, 1 save, 21 stuns. Middleman with 2 points, 2 assists, and 6 saves. Never a surprise, though, for him. And 31 stuns. Gob with 3 points, 2 assists, 1 save, 3 steals, 42 stuns. That is quite the impressive stat line for him as well, filling in every category. For Irony Man, 2 points, 3 saves, 27 stuns. Now over on Viber's side, we have Emil still leading the way with those 11 points. So he had 11 in the first round, scoreless in the second. But it was his teammates coming through there with some offense. Ares with 5 points, 3 steals, 21 stuns, and Frogio with 2 points, 2 saves, and 8 stuns. For BK, a pair of assists, pair of saves, and a steal and 26 stuns. So also filling up some of the non-offensive stat lines in his own regard.
Round starting in 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Again, pardon me as I take my occasional drinks. That's why it goes silent for a few seconds at a time. Lot of talking here because there's a lot of action going on. So Vibers, Quackheads, round 3. Finally getting one of them, and there is a good pass into a goal right from the bottom. Dunking it in is BK. So now BK finding himself the beneficiary of his first couple points.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
So good look for the Vibers to get on the scoreboard first. See what the Quackheads decide to come out with on a rebuttal here. They go for the bottom stack. Kind of a really interesting rollout that was, actually. So they stack to mid to collect the disc, and then they clear it again for another quick clear and boost. That's a very interesting rollout, actually. Going down low here, though, to Gob. And Flash Flood looking for a pass. That's a good one down center, but going to be cut off by 2 defenders. Just trying to make him pass it to the corners, which I do. Talked about that earlier, and we're seeing it here. Just force those passes down to the corners as much as possible. And they're doing a great job of that there on the defensive end on that play. Now going for maybe another 2, but the overshoot, just hurting their efforts. They could have gone up by 2 goals on that one. Instead, Vibers are forced to back it out and reset their offense. Now that one will go to the corner. Frogio dishing it over to BK. BK looking for one more on a couple stunned players there, and getting stunned himself is Emil. Nice job by Gob as he lobs it out to the back line. So now taken back here by Vibers. will be Frogio in the tunnel looking for a pass, but that's just going to be snagged right out the air from Gob. And now Gobshite taking a top bounce. Couldn't. Oh, off the rebound. Almost found it. That was very, very close as Flash Flood does make the most of the rebound opportunity. So there's 2 points now for Quackheads, and Flash Flood continuing to sink in a lot of points for his team. Currently up to 12 now across these 3 rounds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So Vibers out on the offense as the launch goes through. Emil could not collect the disc, so Quackheads now getting stunned, but Flash Flood finding the goal, looking for a fadeaway shot off the backboard, doesn't find it. Rebound though down low to Gobshite as he looks for Flash Flood on the other side. Now that one is a nice passing play to buy themselves a 4-2 advantage here for Quackheads. So some back-to-back plays, and Flash Flood yet again. So on one end of the floor, it's Vibers. You have Emil, piling in 11 points in the first round, but for the Quackheads, it's Flash Flood. He's up to I think 14 now or so as the stun goes out. Let's see. Yeah, 14 points for Flash. So it's 2 players for either team just being offensive powerhouses at the moment. Right now, Irony Man is going to look for a pass perhaps, but just gets stunned. BK the nice one, Middleman the intercept, and goes for the pass right up top to Gob. Gob looking for one more up to Flash, off the backboard again, and there he is once more. Up to 16 points for his team is Flash Flood, and taking a 4-point advantage for Quackheads.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So quick rollout here for Vibers, looking for that pass. Look at how quickly they're cut off by 3 men for Quackheads. Now, even on the back stack, so they redirect, they find their speed, but Vibers still manages to recollect, and it's a good back pass, reset out to 2 offensive players there, their teammates, right in the back line. And now coming in for maybe a triangle play as they leave one a little bit back there for a potential reset if necessary. You can see up there, Ares just trying to contest with Flash Flood to get that pass down the middle. Now he resets to the backboard instead, just trying to look for those good angles. Playing it very slow here are Vibers. They still have a little under 6 minutes, so they don't need to rush at all. They just need quality shots, and getting a quality one on that one is Ares. Good assist there from Frogio, and just found themselves the goal. So 2-point game, and it's still anyone's match.
7, 6, 5, 4.
Neck and neck, says Martin. Absolutely. And Kalena says, let's go Frogio.
Here we go.
All on board and hopping on board, if you will, the Frogio train for Vibers. Now here's Middleman, though, getting it grabbed out of his hands, but right back. Some strong brawling going on. WrestleMania continues as the clear gets sent. Now collecting that one, Ares has an open shot to take the lead, and he does. Great hit from Ares, and fantastic defense from the Vibers on the other side. They had some very clutch punches there to cause a turnover. They found the clear, the immediate boost, and the great shot. Exactly what they wanted to take the lead here late. Well, late-ish. We still have 4:40, but every point definitely counts because this has been a very competitive game, just as advertised. So Irony gets this disc, gonna be contested and forced into a pass that turns over into the hands of Ares. So as these stacks form, a good punch goes off. You have 2-on-1 situation, or 1-on-2 rather. Now turning into a 1-on-3, so Ares just being assaulted. Oh, but Quackheads can't get the disc back, so another backboard shot, this time going to be saved by Middleman. No way that he wanted to let that one through at all. So Emil takes this one, goes down low there. BK looking for the goal, and he does get that one. He threw a couple pump fakes in there before going for the top-end dunk.
12, 11, 10, 9.
Take a look at that replay right there as the 3-point lead goes on the way. You see, roamed up. Just a couple swinging moves. Didn't want Middleman to know if he was going with the front dunk or the back one. And so it's just some good variation thrown into that offense there to make it a little bit tougher for Middleman to save, because otherwise he's obviously really, really strong inside that goal. Perhaps one of the best, if not the best, goalkeepers in Europe, and in the league for that matter. Definitely top end. But going up here, cut off by Frogio. Talk about goalkeeping, just playing the passing lane was Frog. But Quackheads still get it right back. So here's Gob, looking for a good pass there. Frogio, oh, couldn't get rid of it. Still didn't make the goal. Another one off the backboard. Great defense and almost an opportunity for Quackheads to make it anyway off the rebound. But yeah, beautiful defense from Frogio. Looking to do it again. Middleman is bothering him. I mean, again, goalie on goalie violence. That is absolutely mean from Middleman. He knows how that feels because he's the one in the goal on his team quite often. So over here to Irony. Irony looking down, but will be BK the interception. There's 2.5 left. Right now, Vibers with a narrow 3-point lead, so it's still anyone's game, and Quackheads have a chance here to bring it within 2 or tie it up. Looking for that play. It's a flash flood. He just finds a one-on-one. So not the attempt that the Vibers wanted to give up there on defense. But if you're Quackheads, you're really happy with that look. Just a straight-up one-on-one on the goalie. So 1-point game. So here it goes. Vibers up by 1. Less than 2 minutes to spare. There's a quick stack, forcing the pass. Aries receives it on the other end. The Quackhead stack in the back trying to recover. And that pass just sailing past the hands of BK. So unfortunate turnaround right here. Maybe buying some momentum for the Quackheads if they can get this stack going. And they do. So it's flash flood there. Frogio is in the goal in a timely fashion. Just sends it out. Maybe a little quicker than he would have liked, but there was some defenders coming back to assault. So here it goes, Flash Flood looking for that middle pass that I talked about. Frogio, the save again, let's go. Great hands, defensive capabilities being shown from Middleman, from Frogio. Both ends, fantastic goalkeeping skills, but not able to get the goal. Now that's a great intercept and a deep shot. Oh, in the clutch for BK. Finds a way, 12-8 late here in this third round matchup. So BK, who was scoreless for the first 2 rounds, coming through now with some crucial goals late in this one. 2-goal game, 1 minute remaining. Turning into quite the hyped matchup. Seeing chat in there just as well. Harry DeBerry and Infinity. Why, hello. Welcome to the late game. Going for the late make. Cannot quite get it. 12-8 still. Right now, Quackheads just need to find themselves a goal. I mean, time not on the side. If this one goes in, that's pretty much it. Past the hands, 30 seconds left. Can't quite get the clear, and Vibers retaining. And with that, we're looking at perhaps the first win of the season for the Vibers. Indeed, so Frogio takes that away in the mid lane. Just gets rid of it, and that is going to be it. One more pass, maybe one more goal to cap it off. Oh, the save, but the rebounded dunk from Aries. So almost got it, but not quite. And with that said and done, Vibers will take this one away, 14-8. Great effort from them. That was a tightly contested game. Look at the stats here before we get left behind. But I mean, 18 points for Flash Flood on one end. But on the other end, high score, Aries with 12, Emil with 8, BK with 7 in that third round. That was huge for his team. That's starting to pile on the offense and just really collapse on Quackheads from every angle on the offensive end. I mean, you can see Emil had all 11 points in the first round. But then in rounds 2 and 3, his teammates just came through and started scoring and just basically being threats all over the floor. 3-point, 2-point, didn't matter. They were getting assists all over the place. The boosting was good. The brawling, obviously, I mean, big numbers on that end for these players. Yeah, a lot of stuns. But well done to them. I mean, let's see, 6 saves is the high for Frogio, but 9 saves the middleman. And he's had some huge games like that. I'm not sure if that's his highest or not. I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure last season he had one where there were some resets, so we didn't get like the count at the end, I think. But he had like a dozen save game once upon a time, I think. So strong on that end. But yeah, just what an effort and what a game that was. Great way to end it here for Vibers. We still have, let's see, bring up the schedule. One